Have you noticed how the most youthful people in their 70s and 80s share one beautiful trait? It isn't perfect genes or a flawless diet. It's how their eyes light up when asking questions. Curiosity is a minor key that quietly opens big doors: sharper thinking, steadier mood, stronger social ties, and daily habits that protect your body. Tonight, let's sit together, breathe, and explore how simple curiosity can help you live longer and better. This isn't about working harder. It's about asking gentler, wiser questions that turn ordinary days into meaningful ones. By the end, you'll have a 7-day plan, a daily ritual, and practical scripts you can use with your doctor, your family, and, most importantly, yourself. Curiosity keeps the brain young. Meet Margaret, 72, from Yorkshire. After retiring, she felt her days shrinking. One afternoon, she saw a flyer for a Learn to Code club at the library. "I'm too old," she thought, then caught herself and asked, "What if I just try?" 6 months later, Margaret isn't a tech wizard, but she's learning, laughing, and solving small puzzles every week. The challenge keeps her mind flexible, like stretching for the brain. Why it matters? Simple science. When you meet something new, your brain forges fresh connections, tiny bridges that help information travel more easily. These bridges support memory, attention, and problem solving. The same skills that keep you steady daily. Second story. In Arizona, Alonzo, 76, began sketching desert plants after a neighbor showed him a cactus field guide. He now spends 15 minutes a day practicing shading. He jokes, "I can't draw a straight line," but he can tell you which shapes relax him and wake him up. A mindful workout for his attention. Try this today. Pick one slight mental stretch. Learn 3 words in another language. Watch a 10-minute tutorial on a new skill, or read the first page of a topic you know nothing about. Keep it playful. The goal isn't to be the best, it's to be interested. A gentle tip. If screens tire your eyes, use audiobooks or large print resources. Curiosity adapts to you. Micro-habit script. At 9 a.m., I explore one new thing for 10 minutes. Set a phone timer. When it ends, smile and stop. Stopping while it's still fun makes you want to come back. Curiosity bridges loneliness. Tom, 68, from Ohio, lost many friends after moving states. Sundays were the hardest. Quiet house, long afternoons. One morning, he heard a bird outside and wondered, "What bird sings like that?" He joined a beginner bird walk at the park. He didn't know the names but knew how to say, "What's that one?" That simple question introduced him to Mike, Lila, and a weekly group who now share coffee, stories, and weather updates. Why it matters. Loneliness raises stress hormones and can quietly strain the heart. Curiosity nudges you toward people and turns small talk into a real connection. Second story. In London, Anita, 71, started a question circle at her community center. Each week, members bring one question about gardening, cooking, or a book. The rule is simple. Listen first. Teach seconds. People show up for the answers and stay for the laughter. Try this today. Ask one curious question to a person you see often, a neighbor, a cashier, a grandchild. What are you reading? What made you smile this week? Curiosity is social glue. It opens doors that politeness alone can't. A gentle tip. If groups feel overwhelming, start online with a local forum or library class listing. Your first question can be typed from the safety of your chair. Micro-habit script. Every Tuesday, I ask one person one real question. Curiosity makes movement natural. Nora, 70, from Melbourne, always meant to walk more, but it felt like a chore. Then a community center offered a free line dancing class. I can't dance, she laughed, but her curiosity whispered, what if it's fun? She went once, then twice, then every Tuesday. The music and learning new steps gave her a reason to show up. Her hips loosened, her balance improved, and her mood lifted, without a lecture about exercise. Why it matters. Curiosity attaches movement to meaning. We repeat activities that are interesting, social, or beautiful. That's how habits stick. Second story. Peter, 67, in Seattle, began museum walking. He visits a small gallery, reads 2 labels closely, and slowly walks through each room. He gets 3,000 steps while feeding his mind. Try this today. Turn movement into a question. What would it feel like to walk a new street? What's one gentle class I haven't tried? Tai Chi, water aerobics, chair yoga. Let curiosity choose the activity, and consistency will follow. A gentle tip. Pair your walk with a tiny investigation. Doorway flowers to photograph, murals to find, or street names to learn. The mind leads, the feet follow. Micro-habit script. After breakfast, I will walk to notice 3 new things. Curiosity turns stress into space. Harold, 74, from Devon, wakes with tight shoulders and a racing mind. He started a 5-minute ritual he calls beginner's breath. He sits, feels his feet on the floor, and asks, "What's happening in my body right now?" Then he notices warmth in his hands, cool air in his nostrils, and a little flutter in his chest. Naming these sensations with gentle curiosity lowers the heat. Suddenly, problems feel smaller, and choices look clearer. Why it matters. When you get curious, you shift from reacting to observing. Your body moves from fight or flight toward calm and rest, where healing and digestion work better. Second story. May, 70, in Sydney, uses curious labeling when worry strikes. Hello, tight jaw. Hello, fast heart. What do you need? She breathes out slowly and chooses one kind action. Drink water, step outside, or text a friend. Try this today. When stress rises, ask 3 calm questions. Where do I feel this? What is one kind thing I can do next? What would this look like if it were 10% easier? Curiosity doesn't erase stress. It gives you room to move. A gentle tip. Keep a tiny notepad. Jot a single sentence. Today, my body felt, and I chose. Over weeks, you'll see your inner steadiness grow. Micro-habit script. At 3 p.m., I check in with my body for 60 seconds. Curiosity improves medical choices. Betty, 77, from Arizona, takes 3 prescriptions. She brought a small list to her last appointment. What does this medicine do? What side effects should I watch for? Is there a lifestyle step that helps me use less? Her doctor smiled. Finally, a partner in care. They adjusted timing, added a short daily walk, and swapped one pill for a lower dose. Within weeks, her dizziness faded and her energy returned. Why it matters. Clear questions create clear care. Curious patients notice issues earlier, follow plans better, and feel more in control. Second story. In Manchester, Yusuf, 73, brought a food and sleep diary to his checkup. He asked, "Do these headaches connect to my late dinners?" That one question led to small timing changes and fewer headaches. Try this today. Before your next appointment, write down 3 questions. Bring a pen and ask for plain language. If you don't understand, say, "Could you explain that in simpler words?" That's not pushy. It's wise. A gentle tip. Bring a trusted friend to take notes. Curiosity shared is clarity doubled. Micro-habit script. 2 days before appointments, I write 3 questions and 1 goal. Curiosity restores. Purpose and joy. Sam, 69, from Yorkshire, always loved old stories. He wondered, what if I record my town's memories? He started visiting the market on Thursdays with a small recorder and asked elders about first jobs, first loves, and first cars. Those interviews became a local podcast, then a community night at the library. Sam's weeks now have rhythm and meaning. He sleeps better, eats better, and wakes with a reason to get dressed. Why it matters. Purpose lowers the why bother feeling that can creep in after significant life changes. Curiosity is the doorway to purpose. Your personal why. Second story. Teresa, 66, in Dublin, started a recipe rescue project, calling aunties for handwritten cards before the family flavors disappeared. Now her Sundays smell like cinnamon and stories. Try this today. Ask yourself, what small project would make me proud 3 months from now? A family recipe book, a balcony herb garden, a photo walk, a neighborhood history map. Purpose grows where curiosity plants a seed. A gentle tip. Choose projects with visible progress. Seeing a page fill or a pot sprout keeps motivation alive. Micro-habit script. After lunch on Mondays, I spend 15 minutes on my tiny project. Curiosity deepens relationships across generations. Rosa, 73, from San Diego, felt distant from her teenage grandson. Instead of lecturing, she got curious. "Show me your favorite song and tell me why you love it." He played it. She listened, then asked questions about the lyrics and the beat. Next week, he asked about the music of her youth. They traded playlists and stories. What began as a question became a bridge. Why it matters. Curiosity reduces judgment and opens listening. It turns "you should" into "tell me more." That shift invites honesty, trust, and closeness, protective for heart and mind. Second story. In Glasgow, Ian, 75, started a granddad office hour on video chat. The grandkids bring him one problem: bike chain, math, or life, and he asks curious questions before suggesting anything. The kids say he's like Google, but kinder. Try this today. With a younger relative, ask, "What's something you care about that I might not know?" With an older relative, ask, "What did a normal Sunday look like when you were my age?" Capture the answers in a small notebook. A gentle tip. Keep conversations short and sweet. Curiosity is better in teaspoons than buckets. Micro-habit script. On Thursdays, I ask one family member one story starter. Daily curiosity ritual. Simple, gentle, doable. Morning. Ask one question about the day. What is one new thing I can notice on my walk? If you stay indoors, what is one object I can truly see for the first time? Mealtime. Add a tiny experiment. A new spice. vegetable, or plate color. Ask, how does this change my appetite or mood? Afternoon, learn for 10 minutes, a short article, an audio clip, or a simple how-to video. Keep a curiosity timer on your phone. Evening, reflect with kindness. What surprised me today? What did I learn? Write one sentence. Over 30 days, you'll have a gentle record of growth. Bonus, weekly discovery hour. 1 hour to explore a place you've never visited, park, gallery, market, or trail, with no errands allowed. The 7-Day Curiosity Challenge, your starter plan. Day 1. Try a new walking route and name 5 things you've never noticed. Day 2. Ask one person a genuine question and listen without interrupting. Day 3. Learn a micro skill, how to brew tea differently, fold a fitted sheet, and stretch ankles safely. Day 4. Bring 3 questions to something important: a bill, a label, a doctor's note, and get clear. Day 5. Start a tiny project. 1 page, pot, and photo. Day 6. Attend one community thing, library talk, park group, class sampler. Day 7. Share what you discovered with someone you care about. Let them borrow your favorite question. Optional reflection. Which day felt lightest? Repeat that day next week. Common roadblocks and gentle fixes. I'm too old to start. Try. What would a 10-minute first step look like? I don't want to look silly. Begin with friendly people. Librarians, class leaders, community volunteers. They expect questions. I forget what I planned. Put curiosity on the calendar like an appointment and keep a checklist on the fridge. I'm on a tight budget. Curiosity is cheap. Libraries, podcasts, free classes, community gardens, and museum free days. Interest costs nothing. I live with pain. Choose seated options: chair yoga, watercolor, language audio lessons, calligraphy. Curiosity can be gentle and still powerful. I'm shy. Start with solo discoveries, nature apps, documentaries, or photographing textures at home. Share one photo with a friend when ready. Curiosity at home. A simple checklist. A question jar on the table. Each slip of paper has one topic to explore this week. A try shelf in the kitchen. Spices, teas, or grains you've never used. A story corner. A notebook and pen ready for memories and family tales. A look list. 5 places within 20 minutes of home you've never visited. A small park, a mural, a viewpoint, a market, a museum room. A swap box. Items to trade with neighbors. Books, puzzles, seeds. Every swap begins with a question. Grandparent curiosity games. Fun, quick, connective. Treasure hunt walk. Let's find 3 round and 2 red things. Recipe time travel. Teach me your favorite snack. I'll teach you mine from 1975. Swap a skill. You show me your phone trick. I'll show you my sewing trick. 5-minute museum. Pick any object at home and tell its story in 1 minute each. Then ask one question about it. These tiny games build joy while slipping in movement, memory, and laughter. Safety notes for a gentle, curious life. New physical activities. Start slow, ask an instructor about modifications, and listen to your body's early whispers. Medications and supplements. Check interactions and timing. Bring written questions to appointments. Community events. Bring water. Wear comfortable shoes. And tell someone where you're going if you're exploring a new place. Online learning. Choose trusted sites or library platforms. Protect your privacy. Be cautious with offers that sound too good. Emotional safety. Curiosity should feel kind, not harsh. If something weighs you down, step back and choose a lighter question. Mini toolkits you can print and keep. 3 questions for any new habit. What's the tiniest first step? How will I make it pleasant? How will I celebrate 2 minutes of effort? Conversation openers. How did you learn to do that? What surprised you this week? What's a small win you're proud of? Movement prompts. Where's the nearest staircase with a view? What would it feel like to move to music for one song? Mood reset. What can I see, hear, and feel right now? What's one kind action my body is asking for? A gentle challenge for you. Now, place your hand over your heart and ask, what am I curious about today? It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be yours. Curiosity is the opposite of shrinking. It expands your world, one question, step, and friendly conversation at a time. Over months and years, that expansion looks a lot like healthy aging. And if you forget tomorrow, begin again with a single, friendly, what if? Closing invitation. If this opened a new door for you, tell us in the comments. What small curiosity will you try this week? Your idea might inspire someone else. If you'd like more calm, practical guidance for senior health and long, joyful living, please subscribe, tap like, and share this with a friend who could use a gentle boost. We're here with you. Question by question, day by day.